Good morning. I'd like to welcome Reverend Melusi Sibanda to Canterbury College. He's just started here this week, and here's our chance to get to know him a little bit better. Melusi, welcome to Canterbury College. How are you?
I'm very well, Stephen. How are you?
Great, thank you.
Yes, and thank you for your welcome.
That's right. What's your first impression of Canterbury College?
Oh, a wonderful place to be. Everyone is so friendly. So I'm enjoying meeting the students, the staff, and I'm looking forward to getting to know everyone by name in due course.
So you've had a tour of the campus already?
Yes, I've been very impressed by the facilities, quite a wide range of facilities. Swimming pool, I didn't realize we had more than one.
Yeah.
So, and I was saying to myself, well, I better reacquaint myself with swimming. It's been a while since I was in a swimming pool. I've been going to the beach while I was in central Queensland, but I'm going to enjoy going to having some swimming lessons, I guess.
Excellent. Speaking of Central Queensland, tell me, what is your journey to come here to Canterbury College?
I have come to Canterbury College from Rockhampton Cathedral in Central Queensland. I was there for a few years as Dean of the Cathedral, and the call came from God for me to come here and be school chaplain. So obviously I'm still in touch with friends and colleagues in Rockhampton, but it's good to be here now.
Okay. And what about before Rockhampton? What's your journey to getting into being a reverend?
Yes, I have lived in the UK, but originally from Zimbabwe, and I became a priest in Zimbabwe. I grew up at an Anglican mission and went through a mission Anglican schools. So part of my call, I think, can be traced back to that time when I was a student and spending time with the school authorities, the chaplain in the chapel, in the college chapel, school chaplain.
So how old were you then when you felt the calling? Like you were a teenager or a bit older?
Yes, I was, before I was a teenager, I think I was 10 or 12, thereabouts, so I felt the call and pursued it later on in life. But the journey wasn't straightforward. No. However, that is where it can be traced back to.
Okay. And what are your memories of Zimbabwe?
Yes, a happy childhood, but the country has changed a lot over the years, economically and politically. But when I was a child, there were so many new things. There was a war, and then the war ended. There was a time of hopefulness, and so when I went to school, I was in a village, in a small village, and there wasn't much in terms of toys. We had to make our own toys, and we had to play football with other children right in the street. It was very peaceful then, but unfortunately things have changed.
For sure. So from there you went to the UK?
From there I went to the University of Zimbabwe, so I studied there and then went to the theological college also in Zimbabwe. And then I ran a parish in Zimbabwe for about 5 years, and then moved to the UK to work and study. So I studied at Lancaster University, and then also ran a couple of parishes in Lancashire and in Birmingham.
And from WA to Rockhampton?
To Rockhampton and then to here.
Nice. How would you describe your own personal style? If someone said, what's the new Reverend like, how would you describe yourself?
Well, I'll start by saying what others say. Others say I'm very friendly. I hope that is true. And I think I'm very approachable, and I'm a collaborative worker and thinker, so I like to work alongside others. So that's what I'll be contributing here.
So if people come to see you, that's what they can expect? A friendly, approachable, open dialogue?
Exactly, yes. So I like people, I like talking, I like laughing. I laugh a lot, so they should be prepared for that.
What do you love about your job?
People, no question, is people. So there's obviously going to be paperwork, that's part of the job, but people, that is my first port of call, talking to people, meeting people, spending time with people. That's what I'm here to do. I pray that under God, if somebody came to my office feeling down or low, by the time they leave, they'll be smiling and feeling better with themselves. That's my prayer. Yeah. And it all is how God relates to us. So I'll be encouraging people to think more about their own journey of faith, and how Jesus Christ can touch their lives or has touched their lives already.
With your theological studies, how has that helped what you're doing in this role here at Canterbury?
It's basically helping people relate to God, to their own situations. I'm helping people in that regard to see the hand of God in all of this. Some may say, if there was a God, there would not have been COVID. But I'm saying we are where we are now because God has blessed us and God has looked after us during a time of difficulty. And in this area, recently we had floods here, and we see the hand of God, not by what has happened, but in terms of how others are able to come out and help others. So when you see people coming out helping others, you see the hand of God there.
When people are at their best, when things are at their worst.
Yes, and that's very much part of the Australian spirit. And I'll be wanting to engage more with that, bringing my own African perspectives, but also saying we are who we are because we are all children of God.